Hi guys, welcome to Gina the Kitchen. Today we're gonna be decorating Easter eggs in the way that you see in this first part of the video. So prepare some eggs, and depending if you want to keep the eggs forever or if you're planning to eat the eggs, you decide if you want to blow all the inside out or you're gonna use boiled eggs. We want to keep the eggs, so I make hole on top of the egg and a bit larger hole on the bottom of the egg, just as you see right now, and then I gently blow out the inside. To make sure the eggs absorb all the color from the food coloring we're going to be using, you have to clean them to get rid of the oiliness. For that, I put a little bit of water in a bowl and add about 3 spoons of vinegar. Then we gently wash through and dry it with the paper towel or any cloth that you have. We're gonna use food coloring and boiled water during the coloring process. So for small children there needs to be parental adult supervision. We're gonna put about 3/4 of a cup of hot water in the cups and add 1 spoon of the food coloring in each. We use yellow, red, green and blue color in this video, and of course there are many types of egg colorings. As you can see, those small sachets. I use these bottled food colorings, but depending on where you are, every country has different options. And don't forget to add 1 spoon of vinegar into each cup, which helps the color to absorb onto the surface of the egg. Now we're ready to put the eggs inside. Of course, when you blow the eggs, it will be hard for them to stay underwater, and the best is to use 2 spoons. They will keep it underwater if you struggle. And also at the end of the coloring, don't forget there might be water inside and you might have to get rid of it. If you struggle to get the water out, use a toothpick that you place in the bottom hole and just wait until the water comes out. Depending on the tone of the color that you are going for, you have to leave the egg in for different times. For example, when you have red color and leave it there for just a little bit, you're gonna get pink color. If you leave it there for a long time, you're gonna get nice dark red color. Okay, so we're ready to take the eggs out. Here you can see the water is still coming out, so I have to wait for a little bit. And I'm just gonna check all the eggs if I like the color. If not, you can leave it there a bit longer time. After that, you have to leave the eggs dry. The best is to continue the next day, because then you will be sure that the bottom of the egg is dry. If not, you might have to be helping with the paper towel during the process. Okay, this is my working station. So you can have just one hub, that's enough. So I covered the one hub with olive foil to make sure it doesn't get dirty from all the color if it splashes around. Just cover it nicely. I covered the table with the olive oil as well, or you can use newspaper. You're gonna need wax crayons and the top of the lids from bottles like oil. Just make sure you get the plastic part inside out because that would melt during the process. Then you're gonna need a pencil with the pin on top, and again the pin cannot have any plastic on it because again that would melt. That's really important. You can also have paper towel by hand because, you know, if you need to clean any color that goes around or clean your pin. And I use pictures around as an inspiration, or you can have your phone and just flick through some images, which you can also find my Instagram at Gina D Kitchen. So I place the first cover on top and I add a little bit of white color. Make sure you don't add any paper from the crayon. And I'm just gonna take it off, put it in, and turn on the dial on medium, just so the crayon will melt. And once it starts melting, make sure you reduce the heating on minimum maybe 1 or 2, but it really depends on the type of hop that you have. So it is important that you don't burn the color, and you just keep looking. Once it starts melting, it's nice, turn it down, and you can start working slowly on your eggs. And we're ready to start drawing. I do small lines in different shapes as per the photos you can see. So this one is a circle that I'm gonna do at the end of the egg, on the bottom and on the top. Just keep going around these small lines, and I support my hand with my finger just to make sure my hand doesn't shake. When I finish the circle, I make sure I add a little bit of the color into the middle, like the bottom of the egg and the top egg, to close any holes, because you don't really want to have an egg on display that's got holes in it, so you want to close that up. And then you continue with the design that you're going for, different shapes. You can create flowers, lines, yeah, just anything. I also go around preparing for the shape with one color, and later on I'm going to use different color, yellow, and I'm just going to finish the design. So this is unfinished design, but I already know what I have in mind. I think the most important thing is to create some symmetry in your designs. Before you move to the next color, make sure you clean your pin. So you place it gently on the hob, and then you just clean it with the paper towel to make sure you don't get color mixed up together. We can now remove the previous color and start working another one. I'm gonna again increase the temperature. In my case, it's up to the level 3, and then once the color again starts melting down, you have to reduce it. If it's smoke coming from the lid, that's obviously bad because you are cooking the color, which that's not the stage where you want to get to. Here I'm finishing the design as I was talking about previously, and I'm just gonna add some curved lines along the egg, and then create some flowers on the side to show you how to create these different designs. Here's my little helper checking my work, and I cannot wait when she gets a little bit older and we can work on these together. Here you can see my design is symmetrical, and I think symmetry actually makes the whole design appealing to look at. So that is one of my biggest recommendations. So here's the yellow flower that I was talking about. So this way you can create a design of a flower. You can keep going all the way around or just make a few leaves like the way I'm doing here. So here we go. This is the finale. This is the fully decorated egg. I've just used 2 colors. From my experience, it's not good to combine too many colors. It looks more appealing just to use 1, 2, maximum 3. And yeah, that's it. You can also look at the other decorated eggs in the basket, and I'm more than happy to answer any of your questions. Just put in the comments and I'll come back to you. Thank you for watching.